Welcome to Tips and Tricks with Curve Plus. This is Pat Harold of CHROMiX with some ideas for how you can make the most of your Curve software. This time we're looking at importing custom color aims and references. Let's take a look at the references area. You will find that a lot of the more common standards in use today are available here under the characterized reference print condition. All the CPRCs, like XCMYK, and then some legacy references as well. I've also added a handful of my own custom reference files. I'll show you how that works a little later. But the basic process is to click the plus button to create a new reference preset. Under compliance testing, you decide what level of compliance you want and for which method. You have grayscale, targeted, and color space for G7 and G7+. And you can also choose to do pass-fail verifications for proofs. I'll choose targeted, and then I can choose which CRPC this is going to be compared to. Premium uncoded. Some standards have tighter tolerances when used for proofing than they do for regular production work. Native CMY is actually a part of the G7 Plus spec, so that's grayed out when you choose G7 Plus. SCCA makes it so that the color aims are relative to the white of your measured chart rather than the white of your reference, like CRPC 3. I'll leave those off for now. At this point, you have a new reference set, but you should change it to be named something more descriptive. Double-click to edit the name. G7 Plus, targeted CRPC 3. So now this shows up when you pull down this reference pop-up. Now the next question you're going to ask is, how do I get my own custom references in here? Bring in the file you want to use as your own custom color aim into the measurements area of Verify and highlight the measurement. Then go to File, Save As, and you can choose Color Aim Targeted. And the file will be saved in the location where you can find it under your CPRCs. Now a word about your target choices. Obviously, if you're going for color space, you'd want a measurement of a TC1617 or IT8.7-5, which contains all the patches for color space. If you're looking for a small target, there's a G7 Verifier Plus target, which has 84 patches and contains the minimum patches necessary to compare against G7 Plus. You will probably find this downloaded along with your Curve app. When you go to save it, say as a targeted color aim, it'll open up a standard place to put it, the Custom Color Aims folder, as you saw before. It will be available when you go into References. If something does not show up here where you expect, you might be on the wrong G7 option. When I click on Grayscale, different color aims show up. Don't forget that Curve accepts profiles themselves now. For any of these modules, you can drag and drop a profile into the measurements area. So if you drag the FOGRA 39 profile into the measurements area, the software will automatically extract all the data points it needs to pass grayscale, targeted, and color space. From there, you can easily save this as a color aim, and it'll be available in your references. Slick. Be sure to let us know if you have questions. We like to point people to ask questions in the color forums so others can benefit from the questions and answers, but you can always contact CHROMiX Tech Support directly. Thanks for watching.